Shalom. All praises to Yahweh by Shema Mashiach Yahweh Shah. This is Teller Nicholas with the Noble House of St. Nicholas, Vince's Saints of Israel and House of Jacob. Today, I want to get into the Evans family history, all right? All the Negroes with the surname Evans from the Americas, Caribbean islands, and Europe, and all those scattered abroad with the surname Evans, all right? Before you guys were slaves here in the Americas and the Caribbean islands, you guys was royalty in Europe. You guys was royalty in Wales and Ireland. To remind y'all, the Negroes, the Hebrews, ruled the Dark Ages from 500 AD to 1500 AD. That was prophecy fulfilled in Revelations 20:6. And then we went into captivity from 1500 AD to the late 1600s to now. All right? But before I get into any more, I want to get into some scripture. I'm going to go to 1 Ezra 8 and 21. And it reads, "Let all things be performed after the law of Yahweh, diligently unto the Most High Yahweh, that wrath come not upon the kingdom of the kings and his sons." All right. So now I'm going to get into the Evans family history before you guys were slaves here in the Americas and the Caribbean islands, because you guys was royalty in Wales and Ireland. And I'm going to explain it. All right. The surname Evans is a patronymic surname created from the Welsh personal name Levan or Evan, which is a cognate of the personal name John. All right. So if the name is coming from John, John comes from Hebrew. So Levan or Evan had to be from a Hebrew stock of people. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no way in hell that the Caucasians that stole our names right now, not from the Roman Catholic Church. I'm talking about the Caucasians that stole our surnames now. They didn't have no names. They was in the outskirts of Europe as wild men. And you could Google that information up by going to Wild Men and Moors, all right? Now, this is the early origins of the Evans family. The surname Evans was first found in Herefordshire. So y'all would want to visit there one day. You know what I'm saying? Instead of going to Cancun, instead of going to Miami, go to Herefordshire, Evans family, and check out your history. Exceedingly numerous in North and South Wales and the adjacent English counties of Shropshire and Monmouth. Thence it has spread, but in rapidly diminishing numbers to the Midland counties and to the south, west of England. It is absent of singularly rare in the northern counties, a line from the Humbers to the Merseys, sharply defining its northward extension. Not one of the coast countries from Norfolk round to the borders of Devon is represented in my list. So this is a place where the Evans family dwelt at back in the days. And this is a place where I would want to go visit. You know what I'm saying? Just to get edification purpose, Evans family. All right. Now, this is the early records of the family. All right. The early records of the family are scarce, but we find Howell Evans in the Rolls of Parliament and David Evans in the calendar of proceeding in Chancery, 10th Elizabeth I. So now the Evans family will want to look up Howell Evans in the Rolls of Parliament and David Evans in the calendar of proceeding in Chancery, 10th Elizabeth I. And I'm going to give you a link to how to get there. All you guys got to do is go to Evans Coat of Arms, House of Names, look up the names. When you read through it, the name's going to be there. Copy the names and research these people, because our history was not erased. Our history was stolen and whitewashed, all right? Later, John Evans was listed in the subsidies rolls for Suffolk in 1568, and John Evans was a free man of York in 1679. All right. So in 1679, the Caucasian wild man was a free man. We were the only ones that was in bondage. So we was the only ones that was able, that would be likely to be called a free man of York in 1679, because that was during our time of our captivity, the beginning of the epitome of our captivity. That's when the strongholds began in the late 1600s. All right. So now if all the Evans family was to do this research, y'all will all come back to these forefathers. If y'all all do the research, y'all all tie back up to these men, and y'all will all link back up from the Americas to Caribbean islands to Europe and to wherever y'all scattered abroad. And then once y'all gather yourself up, y'all come to the Mashiach Yahushua, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Keep the commandments and get your blessing, because we're living in the last days. It's about time that we gather ourselves together, because we're families in the Americas. We are not strangers, all right? This is Teller Nicholas with the noble house of St. Nicholas, Vincent Saints of Israel, and House of Jacob. I hope the Evans family was edified. Shalom.